Which brings me to the problems of Keir Starmer in the United Kingdom. I bet you didn't see this on your 6 p.m. news. I'll save you playing the highlights because they do my head in sometimes. Guess how many members of the Labour Party in the United Kingdom would like a change in the leader of the Labour Party of the United Kingdom? What, 25%? Try 53. Sky News opinion poll over the weekend while the Labor Party is having its conference, while Albo is turning up to it. 53% of the membership of the Labor Party would like a brand new leader. And another opinion poll shows that the Labor Party is on track to lose government at the next federal election, which is like 3 and a bit years away, but still. They are deep in the doldrums right now, and the change will not be to the old school Tories. Instead, it'll be to our mate Nigel Farage.
This is what the House of Commons would look like. And the party with the most seats, Nigel Farage's Reform, up to 311 seats. That's up 306. Incredible result for them. 144 seats for Keir Starmer's Labour Party. That would mean them losing 2/3 of their seats. So, of course, as he's in there and rattle and Team Red and let's go Labor, again, the idea of this is all happening in the middle of a taxpayer-funded trip, 11 days overseas. This is after, again, how many days overseas before? It's Airbus Albo, right? The tag still applies. But you notice how nervous some people are about saying it? Now, this bloke just thinks that he's in a position now where he's going to be Prime Minister forever. It might sag every now and then in between elections, but he knows how to buy Australians off. And that may well be the case. But what really does my head in is when these people stand up, and part of the reason why you have to vote for them is because to not vote for them means somehow you are anti-democratic. You are somehow, if you go and cast a legal ballot in a legal election, but it's the one they don't want you to cast, then somehow you are part of the problem that is going to bring the whole thing crashing down. Perfect example. Again, not just about vote for Labor because we've got better ideas than the other people, because we'll make your life better, because, as I showed you before, when it comes to even their own budgets, they're ripping money away from people feeding the poor in regional Victoria. Shh, don't talk about it. We're forgiving student debt. Shh, don't talk about it. We've fixed the cost of living, please. But no, now this is this whole Joe Biden thing. If you vote for me, you are voting for democracy. If you vote against me, you are somehow anti the democracy.
In Australia and the UK, Labor, as a movement, chose democracy. We chose Parliament and progress over protest. And make no mistake, when we chose democracy, we chose the hard road. Because building to last takes time. In a democracy, being a party of government means grappling with uncertainty and complexity. It means dealing with the gritty realities of the world as it is.
Now, again, this might rev up the base, this might rev up the donors. But if the people of the United Kingdom, in a couple of years, choose to change the government, not through revolution, but through the ballot box, that is democracy. Because you see, the same democracy which produces you, Anthony Albanese, as our Prime Minister, you, Keir Starmer, as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, or Donald Trump, or Joe Biden, or anyone else as the President of the United States, is exactly the same system under which your tenure can be ended. The idea that you do not like for whom it will end, and this tactic, and we've seen it at the last election, if you don't vote for us, then somehow you're voting for the extreme. Well, just a little reminder about this bloke who's the centre of the road, the one who's just right on the heartbeat of Central Australian values. They wanted to censor the internet. Remember, it was only the rage shown by those of us that were noticing, you who were calling up, that stopped it. These are the people who want to make it harder to get information out of the government by essentially giving more power to the government to hoard and hide information about what the government is doing via the freedom of information changes. And they have fiddled with the resources of their political opponents to make them weaker in their ability to hold them to account. So save me the grand, wonderful speeches about democracy, because they're all politicians. They're all part of the political game. They are all about amassing power. The idea that somehow there is the holier-than-thou version and the evil one you can't touch is all about making sure they stay in power so they can hoard the power and shut you, the citizen, out.